voice teacher here at Conservatory of the Ozarks, here today with a mystery student who needs to work on. So, you're doing so well with your spin or vibrato. The second thing we need is space, which is so hard for many of us to master, including myself. So, I want to talk about your space today through a breathing exercise. And I just want to think about inhaling right now only. But next week I want us to do the candle blow exercise. So I want you to look at the candle blow exercise playlist this week. But really think about the inhale this week, because this is going to be the thing you must master now, to not be where you are now, but to be like bumped up. You know what I mean? Yeah, because everything else is kind of like going great for you. Your voice is sounding so beautiful. So, I want you to think of the inhale in terms of shape right now. And so we want to make the shape for the front of our mouths first, which is going to be the same shape as an ah vowel or a yawn, like this. And so if you see your forehead is sort of like, we want to just have the head released on top of the spine, and then the jaw can just drop straight down. And just like you're doing, keep the tip of your tongue pressed against the roots of your lower teeth. You know that. And then in the back, we want to at the same time think of our jaw wrapping around our neck. I think we talked about that when you were doing lessons before. And think of letting the base of your tongue sink down like you have a sandbag on the base of your tongue. Right? And then at the same time, you remember where your soft palate is? Mm-hmm. We want the soft palate to ascend. And that's it. So just making that shape where you're open in the front, open in the back, and the tongue is relaxed and out of the way. Are you able to make that shape like without letting air in? Because I can't hardly. Oh, so not a Muppet head like this, but like a, if I just open like that, like I really have to like close down in my trachea, like so that I don't let the air in, because making the open space, there's nothing to stop the air from entering, is there? Like if your mouth is open. No, like the air just rushes in.
I have to try to not let air in.
Right.
But if I just did it naturally, it would come in.
Exactly. There would be no need to suck air in other words. With like a high-pitched inhale. Kind of makes me cough a little bit. Like, so a constricted space makes a higher pitch. That's why if you're constricting your vocal tract as you're inhaling, you'll hear like a sucking in air kind of sound, and we want to have either a low pitched or silent inhale. Do you hear how we still heard a lot of sound though? So just silent and relaxed, and think of opening your throat, which is like the next step down. So we open the front of the mouth, the back of the mouth, and then all the way down the throat. You could imagine you have a big pipe going from your mouth down to your tummy. I know that's not really what's happening, but you can just imagine it. It's helpful to think of. And you're opening the pipe as big as you can all the way down. And that just lets your tummy pop out, because the tube went all the way from your mouth down to your tummy. If you just open all the way down, there, you saw your jaw caught and you released it. So if you just can practice opening to allow the air to enter for this week, that would be great. And then try to keep that, because that's the hardest part, just like that. So whether you're exhaling into a breathing exercise or forming your lips into a vowel or consonant shape to articulate some syllable next after the inhale, try to keep this part the same. So in other words, you're setting the stage for your phonation with your inhalation. It's like my favorite sentence. And so that's what I really want you to think about this week. So that's the second half of the equation, the space. your spin is going really well. You notice you can't maintain a consistent vibrato on the highest pitches, but really, I think the vibrato is not the issue. It's the air and the space. And mainly it's the space. I think if you fix the space, the vibrato and the air will all fall into place. So if you can just think about, don't think about that you're breathing in, just you're making the open shape. You're opening from top to bottom. And just like if you put a cup under a faucet of water, the water goes to the bottom of the cup and then fills the cup up. So that's what you're allowing the air to do. You're just opening and the air sinks all the way down to the bottom. Yeah. Oh, God, Ed, that was great. Yes, I could feel the feeling that your stomach was moving in response to the cause of the air entering, instead of like sometimes we can get like, oh, I know my stomach's supposed to pop out when I breathe, so it's like you can do it without breathing in, but that's not what we want. We're looking for this. The tummy is like moving for a reason, like something's making it. Yeah. Oh, I feel like you got like, I think the cup filling up thing. Did that feel like it made sense to you? Because it seemed like once I said that, you were like, yeah. I never know what will make sense. But anyway, do you have any questions?
No.
So that's called the surprise party breath. You pretend you're like walking in to a happy surprise party full of people you love, and you're like, right? You just are like, and then just exhale. However, the second half of the exercise is the candle blow part. And I'll try, if I do a good job, to make a playlist of the surprise party breath ones too. We'll see. No promises.